Almost forgot to start recording. Okay, so just as far as a little reminder, where are you? A pass in hand? No, not A pass. Ooh, I do have some points. What do I want? I don't really want aim assist. Improves the rate of fire of weapons that use MP bullets. That does sound like a cool idea. Allows vehicles to drive themselves. Ooh, yes, please. I was curious about that. Adds a mode. Increases the total number of strand contracts. Sam can form. Forming a strand contract strengthens your connection with other players, allowing more structures and other objects to be shared. That might be useful. Extend the like window. Extended like window. Extended like window. Sharing boost. Increase the number of objects from other worlds that can be shared within the chiral network. I'm going to need more points for that, so that's fine. Ooh, that's what I wanted. Corpus. So, tomorrow I had been starting to open up to the Drawbridge crew. Hello, Ash Monk. How are you? Rolled credits on this game 10 hours ago, and I still probably have another 50 to go. It is a fun game, isn't it? It's so much fun. I am, like, deeply, madly in love. I actually platinumed the first one, I think, last week. That was the first time I actually platinumed it. And the first time I spent that amount of time playing it. And I'm still loving the mechanics. So, yeah, keep it up. Keep going. I have done all of Mexico just recently. And so I've unlocked all the Mexico parts of the game. All the tools that you get from Mexico. Yeah, this game has a tight vice grip on me. Gotta get that plat. Yeah. There's a few easy ones that I should knock out at some stage. But yes, it is being very much focused on getting as many of these facilities to max. So I have actually started working on the lone commander is being a bitch because there's not many quests to deliver to him, which is a bit irritating. But the governor's kind of on his way. Where is it? Where's the governor's base? There it is. So that's nearly done. The environmental observatory is very close. And then I got to start working on West Fort Knox. So, for West Fort Knox. West Fort Knot. Little bit more to go, though. Little bit more to go. And then there's obviously some of the roads and the railways that I still need to work on. So there is heaps of content. Yeah, I was doing a section at a time, but then my sick leave was coming to an end. So I made sure I finished the story before I had to go to be an adult again. Oh, man. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. It's painful, isn't it? Are you going to take any time off for anything else like GTA or even Ghost of Yotei? Let's see.
Sam, the next major site to be linked to the chiral network is in the eastern reaches of the continent, East Fort Knot. Our original plan would have had us route a connection through North Fort Knot, allowing for a single land-direct trip. Unfortunately, that city was completely abandoned by a void.
No, don't break an ankle.
As a result, we have had to devise a new approach.
What? Oh, I know what you did. Go put some eye drops in your eyes.
Of course. Some of these preppers are currently refusing to join the network. But according to APAS's latest simulations, enlisting the cooperation of the pizza chef should enable us to win over these holdouts. Your first objective is therefore to bring the pizza chef online. And it just so happens that the cargo he's requested is being stored at this very facility. It's been designated a chilled delivery due to its sensitivity to heat, so you should transport it at night or in the rain. Or perhaps take advantage of a pickup off-roader's covered cargo shelf which should ensure it doesn't get exposed to direct sunlight.
Okay.
Undertake the main order on this delivery terminal when you're ready.
So basically I need a vehicle for this bit. Fair enough. Yes, apparently I am ignoring you. I am still getting used to using the other chat menu. As long as my hands still work for gaming, I'll take the sacrifice. I mean, that's fair. But what happens if there's like a new Dance Dance Revolution? And then your ankles won't really work. I don't know why you'd be excited for Dance Dance Revolution, but maybe you are. Alright, so this needs to be chilled. Oh, it's not far at all. Fair enough. Do I have a car? More importantly. What multi-stream are you using? No, so I've just pulled out the actual chat box for YouTube separately. So I don't have it all encompassing into one. So I'm kind of darting between the two. I just need to be mindful that the second one is actually there. Might need a stubborn toe or something for Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. Ooh, yeah. That is looking good. How are you... Oh. Oh, that's OBS. Through, ATM. Yeah. Alright, so, no. I want to check whether... Do I actually have the attachment? Facility storage? No. Backpack customization. Alright, components. Grenade pouch. Backpack protector. No, that's not what I need. That is definitely not what I need. So I'm gonna need a car. Damn it, Janet. Actually, out of curiosity. I don't think anyone... Garage? Oh my god, I love the community. Take from the garage. Thank you very much. Wonderful! Wonderful! Oh, God. Saves me from going to a town just to deliver one damn pizza. Before you can connect your next destination to the chiral network, you first need to bring the pizza chef online. He may be a little reluctant, so bring him some beach yeast from Hartman's lab to persuade him to cooperate.
This cargo has been designated for chilled delivery.
Yep. That's why we're putting that into the off-roader. And off we go.
Order accepted. Thank you. Very impressive work, Sam.
Oh! Man, the feedback in this game is just so beautiful. Ooh, actually. What have you got for me? Oh, no. I needed... Right now, I'm working on a device that, to stabilize the chiral network, it makes use of Hartman's beach mapping research, and I think it might come in handy if the tar currents start going haywire. I'm hoping to finish work on it soon. Yeah, ultimate stealth weapon. Oh, that's right. I got, like, the stealth version of the, like, short-range pistol. It's like a magnum, essentially. Give them all the likes. Yeah. Woohoo. All right. Let's go meet the pizza chef. I love how there's just a truck just randomly hanging out there. Okay, didn't ask for that, but sure. Oh, is this concerning? I don't know. Oh, I just realized that's a base.
Sam, I don't recognize that device over there. Proceed with caution.
Yep. That's why we're gonna go around the long way. Oh, that's how they've implemented this mechanic. Cool.
It exploded. Is it some sort of homing landmine?
Yep.
Sam, we're in serious danger here.
Yes, we are. That's okay. We're just gonna go around the long way. That's our destination. Ooh, yeah. That was nice and easy. Beauty of cars. Okay. That base is going to be fun to take down. Now, let's learn some body slamming moves. I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I've even found out about this character and what he offers.
Security measures lifted. Weapons
Let's get a move
detected.
on.
Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Man. Here you go. Take your yeast. Yeah, we can skip this.
Welcome and thank you for coming. I'll inspect your cargo.
Oh, why, thank you.
Excellent work. This cargo is in perfect condition.
Ah, very good.
I knew
Whew.
you would arrive soon. You are a very dependable man.
You're damn right I am.
Take me to this network of yours.
Yes, yes, yes. I gotta find that other hidden encampment up in the top left. Oh, it kind of shows you where you're slowly gonna start hitting. Right, so the snow area is pretty much like the last space. Machine gun? Oh, yeah.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Excuse me. All right.
Thank you. This technology is remarkable. I expect I'll receive plenty of new business. And speak of the devil, a new order just came in now.
Ooh.
I look forward to seeing you again soon, Sam.
So I can't, and more, but I haven't used it,
You made a
so...
big difference today. According to APAS's analysis, pizza-hungry individuals in the area could prove instrumental in the further expansion of the Cairo network.
Like Higgs?
Anyway, let's press on to the next site awaiting you and your Cupid, shall we?
Switching to SE.
It bears mentioning that the denizen located there has a reputation
5.
as a very cautious individual. Take care not to give them cause to doubt your intentions. Go ahead and pick up your new main order from the delivery terminal on site, so we can get underway.
I will look into that, Doco. Thank you. No, look, ATM's good just from a streaming perspective, but it doesn't,
Feels good.
as far as what I can tell, unless there's an extra attachment that I haven't added, it doesn't add the actual chat box. So you can either have that separate or just have the web page to the side. But I will definitely look into that. If there is a better option, then I will certainly invest my time in using it. Yeah. Let's see. Main order, suborder. Deliver a piping hot pizza to the data scientist. Well, that doesn't look like that will be too much of an issue. And the other one's just up there. Alright, well, let's maybe... This is an express order. The faster you can deliver this cargo, the better your evaluation. Oh, great. It's through BT territory. That's exactly what I want to know. Alright.
This cargo has been designated Cape Flat and requires urgent delivery.
Yep. Pretty much like the last game. Well, at least they haven't made it some stupid bug. God, I hated pizzas in the first game because you had to literally reorganize all your gear just so you can have the pizza lie flat on top of some of the gear. It's just ridiculous. So at least it's a better sized box. Who is messaging me? Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, I guess I can start with the car, and then worst case scenario, I can then move into running with it. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, timer! Now, what do we got here? So if we drive up here, then figure out a way around here. I wonder how close we can get to that river. Because I find the closer you get to the river, the less chance you're going to have... Watch your back? Oh, watch your backpack. To all porters out there, be careful. Seems there's a jerk out there snatching people's backpacks. I only put mine down for a second and took a couple of steps away from it, and he tried to grab it. Here's a photo I took. Is that one of those bat things? But I hope it helps. Take care. What are you sending me, Tarman? Oh, kitty cat. Cutie! Ooh, a special code. And here we go. Please start the car. It's hard enough getting up the hill. There we go. I have 4 minutes. Yep. There they are. Here's the ghosties. Ah, nice. Oh boy. This ain't good. Run! I'm committed now. Oh god, they've actually put him near the water this time. That's intense. Ah, that wasn't so bad. Oh, well, that worked out perfectly fine. And there's my... Yep, there we go. With 3 minutes to spare. Perfect. Nice. Here's your flatworm pizza. And it ain't soggy too. Is that open? Please tell me that's open. I need to leave that open.
Wait, is this what I think it is?
Yes, it's a pizza.
Is this a pizza made by you-know-who?
Yes,
I'll confirm order status
the
right
chef.
away. Don't want that pie to get cold on me.
Eat it. Eat it.
Now that's fat.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like you to connect my shelter to the chiral network.
Oh, I thank you. It's gonna be so much fun connecting up all the... What are they called? Oh, man. Why can't I think of their damn names? Ah. Come on, brain. Work with me here. Yay! Another one connected. The architect. Wonder what fun tools he's gonna give me. Oh, cool bridges. Awesome.
Now displaying your current order grade.
The zip lines. Jesus Christ, brain.
I'm really online.
Yes.
Incredible.
Whoa.
I've just shared my chiral bridge schematic with you. You should be able to build it right away if you happen to have a level 2 PCC in your possession. These bridges can be crossed more quickly than standard ones, though they won't function properly when it's raining. They're a little something I whipped up as a thank you.
Oh.
Really didn't take very long either. You know,
That's
that
an
pizza
interesting
really made my
detail.
day. Actually, I'm the one who built his restaurant's oven. Glad to see that he's been making the most of it. It's not easy being an architect these days. I just wish I had the freedom to do my job properly.
How do your
Well,
chiral bridges
once you've
work?
constructed the foundation, it generates a chiralgram that functions as a bridge. They're useful when there's limited space to build, or when you need to traverse a gap with a difference in elevation. I also added some modifications that allow you to cross these bridges more quickly. But since high concentrations of chiralium destabilize chiralgrams, chiral bridges won't function when it's raining or snowing. It's a safety restriction implemented.
Sam's doing all right.
Even so, these bridges should still come in very handy.
So you designed the pizza chef oven?
Well, we did it together. It was a passion project. We had to refine the design over and over until the pizzas came out just right.
Oh yeah, I'm
We got
fucking
there in the
loving
end,
this
though.
game.
That first pie we had together was unforgettable. If I close my eyes, I can still remember how it tasted.
I was saying to one of the other viewers just earlier, to Ashmonk1990, that I platinumed the first one about 2 weeks ago. And I'm going to do the same with this game. So yes, thoroughly enjoying it.
Because mine is a dying art. There was a time when I believed that nothing
How are
was
you
greater
finding
than
it?
an architect. But now, whatever I make will succumb to timefall or be destroyed in a void out. New structures can be fabricated with data shared throughout the network, which is terrific. But this just means there's no longer any need for me to actually build something with my own two hands. I don't know how I should feel about having fewer opportunities to practice my craft.
I'd best be on my
It's nice
way.
getting a chance to talk with someone else. Pay me a visit again sometime.
I loved it, completed the story, now doing it again, but doing all the roads and 5-star starring the stations. Nice. I am so glad that there are people enjoying this game. It's like slightly disheartening when I'm seeing YouTube videos of guys online bag the shit out of this game. I actually had someone point out on my YouTube channel, because I did a little short of my reaction. It was a legit reaction when you go to Hartman's facility and he's like, assistant is there in her little room, and the box opens up when Hartman leaves after the hologram of the facility kind of disappears. And of course, it's like this fun little, hey, do you want to look inside the hole or not? So of course I go up to it and realize, oh yeah, she's just gonna blurch out all her vomit onto you. And I thought that was like this fun little Kojima moment. It was really heartfelt and disgusting all in a nice and encompassing kind of moment. And some guy on YouTube is just like, man, why do people even like, how can you even enjoy this style of game, and why do people like praise him for all this crap? And I'm just like, dude, just if you don't like it, that's fine. Like, not everyone's going to enjoy every style of game. There's nothing wrong with if you dislike a particular experience, that's fine. I don't expect everyone to enjoy an Elden Ring or a FromSoft game. I do. I'm not the biggest Nintendo fan, but I can appreciate what they put into their games. Is that... Yeah, that'll allow me to take it back. Oh! I mean, alright. We'll give that a go. Since I need to head back anyway. So yeah, I get it's not for everyone. I hate Elden Ring, as it's not my style of game. Nothing personal against the game. Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. And I completely understand, hands down. This is like, there is a level of pretentiousness with the FromSoft community. And I get why. I get that even when those games first came out, it was such a big deal for gamers that, oh my god, there's finally a game that has proper difficulty and doesn't hold your hand and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, guys, you just jumped on the bandwagon. These guys have been making these style of games for years. They just finally nailed what the formula needed to be so it was accessible and enjoyable for most people. It's just not necessarily accessible and enjoyable for everyone. And I dare say the stories are very samey. A lot of people complain just to get viewers and make content. Yeah, that is absolutely true. There is no denying that that is a reality of content making nowadays, isn't it? But we can always enjoy the experiences regardless of what people think and say. Oh my god. Yay! Oh man, this thing makes it way too easy. Why can't I pick up chiral crystals though? Like, just it's right there. I get I'm not on the bike. Too many people can stream now, so it's flooded. Missed the old days where only dedicated streamers were around. Sorry, no, it's alright. I mean, you can scream that out if you like. Be the old man screaming at the clouds.
I miss the old days. Ah! Why can't you all just enjoy playing video games? Stop criticizing. Blast the children with your live services, entertainment, and your premium games. Go back to playing Roblox or whatever that junk is.
Man, Roblox is such a funny product to me. And I completely get it. I understand what the fascination for most younger audiences are for it. I mean, first off, most kids would have grown up having access... Ooh. Having access to a tablet or a phone from the get-go. Especially in, like, modern culture now. Add to that, no extra charge to play that kind of an experience. I mean, you're striking gold. And then add further a social element. So now you essentially have everything that a kid could potentially want from a video game without a parent having to cough out $500 or $600 for a console, and then a further $70 or $80 for a game, and then a further, what is it now, like $110 for a yearly subscription of like PlayStation Plus or even your Xbox Live. Nintendo is probably the cheapest for that. I gotta admit, I admire the fact that they have somehow, for the time being, kept their costs down. Yes, it does. And so these kids just, it's all they play. But my hope is that when these kids grow up, and with enough... I don't want to necessarily say marketing push, but I guess a bit more awareness on their behalf. They might then jump in and invest time into these types of experiences. One can only hope. I mean, that's the one thing. I was fortunate growing up that my dad was a bit of a... I've gone the complete wrong direction. I knew I went the wrong direction. My dad was quite intrigued by tech. Just don't think they will have the patience for this type of game. No, look, it doesn't necessarily need to be this type of game. You're right. I feel like this is far more for an adult audience than it is for most kids. And even a lot of adult audiences would not even appreciate this style of game. I see this with people who talk about films nowadays. The fact that when a film takes too long or there's too much development happening and not enough action, it's like their brain just kind of tunes out. Because they just don't have the patience for it. And this is very much a nice, chill, relaxing game. There's nothing crazy about it. I do appreciate that there is a little bit more depth to it. That happened to me with the Dune movie. Really? The recent ones? Man, I love those movies. So you didn't connect with them? No, don't apologize. I get it. I can... Okay. Have you... I don't know if you're a book reader. You're probably not. Have you ever read the books? Just out of curiosity. Ooh, that's going to be a tight one. I can make it. I can make it. Ah! There we go. Because, yeah, what I would say for anyone getting into those films, I'll be honest, the second movie is better than the first, even though they're technically one book, one story. My only experience with Dune was the base building game, had no knowledge of the story. Okay. If you ever get the chance, whether you choose to read it or whether you like get an audiobook, it is a fantastic read. And it's when you read it, it's amazing how much of an inspiration things like Warhammer had pulled out of is it Frank Herbert? I think it's Frank Herbert. Let me have a look. Written by... No, I don't want... I want the book. See, now I gotta be more specific with Google. Frank Herbert, yeah. So, yeah, it's an amazing book. Clearly, he was fucking high when he was writing it. But you can tell there's a hell of a lot of inspiration from not just World War II, but like the Vietnam War and then the wars in Iraq for like the oils and stuff. So there's like a lot of the historical values, but there's a lot of cool little nuances in there where you're dealing with the socio-political and environmental kind of factions, battles, and then you get some of the like weird hokey magic type stuff. And this is what annoys me about the first film. The first film doesn't go into... It misses so much depth. You miss out on all this information and context because they just kind of blasé over it. Which is very... As someone watching it for the first time, you would not pick up all the subtleties that the director has put in as, haha, nods. But for a first viewing, you have no context. You have nothing to grab onto. And my first viewing experience of that movie was really disappointing. I had to watch it a second time to really appreciate the little nuances. But that only comes from having understood the source material, because if you don't, it's all of that's just gonna go over your head and you'll be like, what? Honestly, you could even do yourself a favor if you don't want to read the book. Go watch the original from like back in the 70s or 80s and watch the director's cut if you can, and that'll give you even more context to the newer films, because the newer films visually are breathtaking and stunning, but there's a lot that gets put aside and doesn't really get explained. But did you enjoy the base building game? I still have not played it. I've heard pretty positive things from it. Ow. Suffice it to say, I find
And thank you for coming. I'll review the orders now.
I find it's a really cool universe because you're dealing with a future set after there being a AI. Oh, I just ripped my knuckle. An AI war. So the time period it's set is, imagine we've now already had robots and we've had AI and all of that fancy gizmo shit, and then there's this massive war that breaks out because the elites have used the robots to essentially enslave humanity, and then society fights back, and then there's this whole decree that basically says there will be no AI, there will be no machinery, there will be nothing to do with computers. So now people as a society as a whole have to go back to doing things the old-fashioned way, which means you're doing arithmetic with your brain, you're doing all your sciencey type stuff with your brain, you're doing everything with your mind. And then they discover spice. And so spice becomes this substance in the universe that they start to play with, because not only does it allow them to travel through space essentially, but it's kind of like through wormholes, so it's almost like through space and time, but it also allows them to enhance their mind. So then you start getting very specific factions that use the spice in very unique ways. So you get Dune 2000. Oh, wow, that's going back. So you played the strategy game. That's the inspiration that was inspired by, what is it, Red Alert and Command and Conquer. Whoo, that was a fun game. Oh, nearly got a 7-star. So yeah, you've got essentially these factions that use the spice and have evolved with it to help them kind of enhance certain abilities. So you've got the Spacing Guild that have used it for their like mathematics, science calculations and stuff like that, which allow them to build the massive structures that all the other factions use to travel from one planet or solar system to another. You then get the Memtats, which use it from a general calculation and probability. So they essentially are like human computers, and they're typically used as advisors for your elites and kings and whatnot. And then you get the Bene Gesserits, who are essentially the witches and the female characters that use it to enhance their mind in ways for political kind of manipulation. And so they're like the characters that work in the background, using interbreeding amongst all the different royalties in order to one day potentially create the perfect being that they themselves can control, which is where Paul comes in, because Paul, by definition, the Bene Gesserit, when they are essentially going off to be wed with a particular candidate that they want their specific genes within that pool, they are only allowed to have females. They're not allowed to have any males. They're only allowed to have females. But Jessica happens to have a male, which now essentially starts the process of potentially the Kwisatz Haderach, which is like the great god or whatever they're trying to create. So she fucks all their plans. And their hope is that they can control Paul, but of course Paul doesn't allow that, kind of screws with their whole beliefs and structures. which is where the story then continues on, and you kind of see Paul's journey through the books. So, fun reads, really cool stories, really wacky. I will say by the third book, you're kind of reading it and you're like, man, Herbert, you were really high as a kite when you got into this stuff. Fascinating ideas, but just really bizarre. So I can see why Denis is really kind of stopping at book 2, and he's not really going to explore books 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Thanks.
But yeah. But no, I completely understand. If you didn't connect with the movies, I don't blame you. I really don't. Because they are a hard thing to kind of get your head around without a lot of the context that you'd get through the book. And the book does an interesting thing where the story's kind of told forwards, but it's also giving you chapters, or like the introductions to each chapter is being told as if it's already happened. So it's like you're reliving the memory while you're kind of getting these little sections that are being read out by the person that's actually writing the history of what's already occurred. So it's a fun read. Very fun read. Now, let's do this next delivery. There appears to be something there. Warning, an area filled with sandstorms formations that have eroded into strange shapes. Some of them look like settlements. Numerous porters appear to have been lured into the rocks only to be attacked by chiral creatures. That's a bit concerning. Yeah, okay. Okay. We can do that. I was gonna say. No, because you mentioned what happened. Oh yeah, no, that's what you meant, the base build. See, when you said base building, I thought you meant the recent Dune game that just came out, like, what, a month ago? Or a couple of weeks ago? Load onto the truck. Alright. Let's get a move on! Quack, 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 quack. By the rain, what's her name? Tomorrow. The DS dropped? Ooh. This game dropped, so Switch games. Right, yep, okay. What were you playing before that? Ooh, I don't know how to feel about this space. This is gonna be interesting. I wonder. The new Dune and Elite Dangerous. Man, I still need to try Elite. That is one fascinating game. And I would love to try it with VR, because I've actually got my Oculus. That would be a fun experience. Is that? It is a chiral crystal. Chiral crystals for the win! Come here. See, I've been wanting to do Lies of... have 1,000 hours! Wow, you really like it. That's fair. How are you still finding enjoyment? You know, I was saying this to a friend of mine. I sometimes really... I'm kind of envious and admire people that can just spend that amount of time in a game. Because I hit like 100-hour mark on any game, and I just, for the most part, I usually start kind of going, okay, it's time to move on. It's time to try something else. I'm really, really needing something of a refresher. Oh, look at that desert. Okay, I thought this was supposed to be harder, but so far it's turning out to be pretty easy. Wait a second. What is that? Whoa. No, go away. You crazy son of a bitch! Elite works as you live in the galaxy and always something to do. You forget your story. Oh man, it sounds... I was actually having a conversation with a guy... When was that? On Monday night. And he was talking about... What's the other space game? The MMO? No, not Star Citizen. That's the one that's not even released. There's another one. What? Think of the name. It's like on the tip of my brain, too. X dollars? X4? No, not X4. It's more strategy based than it is light simmy, to my knowledge. I could be wrong. Eve Online, thank you. Yes, but we were having that discussion, and he was talking about like his experiences with it and how that's so self-story driven that there's just constantly something to do, and there's all these like random shit that can happen because it's community driven, which I admire so much. Testing, hey. Great job getting past my traps. It's been extra dangerous lately, so I might have overdone it. My bad. So cool that you did all that just to bring my delivery. Let me see it. Okay, is this the new Higgs? I mean, look, that's fair. I've never associated myself with the game or played it. I feel like any high invested community can become toxic. Even WoW was like that back in the day. I remember being part of, like, getting into WoW and being told before I started, don't join allies, join the Horde, because there's less anal dicks on the Horde side than there is on the Allied side. Yeah. Just a hell of a lot more like inventory and economy management. Which is way beyond my brain's comfort levels. Yeah. Coffee hot. Data scientist. But yeah, I remember loving WoW for just some of that community stuff. But yeah, even then, I never really got into some of the toxicity in those communities. Probably helps that I've never really been I was a Guild Wars player back. Oh man, don't. I have a really bad experience with Guild Wars. I was playing that game, and I've still got. Hold on, I don't know if you've ever had these. I remember getting like the collector's editions where you got like that kind of stuff. You got like these really cool art books. And I was pretty invested. I never really got through much of the game on the account that I didn't really have anyone to play with. And then when I finally was able to get someone to play with me, I couldn't log into my account, and I was trying for weeks and weeks to get in contact with their service team, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, we can't give you access." So I've just never gone back. But yeah, I remember really loving the art style and the tone and the feel. Hard MMO though. Really? What's your so you prefer 1/2 then? Cupid gear, porter suit, AI camo, noise. Ooh, sneaking boots. Very nice. So silent lightweight. Wait, what? Oh, suppressor. Oh my god, lovely. Yes, 2 is more random events rather than missions. Ah, really? That is disappointing. Because that was kind of the fun part of Guild Wars 1. Have a good one. I'll catch you around.
Now displaying your current order grade.
All right. This should make my surveying work a lot easier. Silence assault rifle, special boots, help stay extra sneaky. That plus an AI camo suit made just for you. Wearing the suit will make it so the AI cameras won't be able to detect you. Peko. My mole mines absolutely positively won't chase you anymore. Things have been bad around here lately. Crazy murder bots tearing stuff up, or so I hear. I took precautions to protect myself, but I've been so worried. Oh. Liver brought has made my day, Peko. Isn't exactly a reward, but I want you to use it heaps. Did you create the mole mines? Well, yeah. Can really count to look for yourself. It's a super dangerous data analysis and application is specifically, so I use my skills to whip up the little guy Peko. They're linked to AI cameras that identify enemies by checking. Oh my god, you're reading too quick, guys. Underground. A bit extreme, I guess, but it sure keeps intruders away. I didn't think anyone would be able to get past them, but I'm glad you did, Peko. Things have been bad lately. I mean, I'm the one who invented the mole mines. People using them too. Oh, I press X and I can actually control it myself. I don't know how that's possible unless someone leaked my data to them. Man, that sucks. Well, if it comes to it, then, we'll just have to throw down, Peko. Make a final stand, fight to the bitter end. Peko paired to do that something. Crazy murder bots. They're everywhere these days. Mech like things carrying weird weapons and no one's ever seen before. Don't ask me who made them, though, who controls them. It's all a big mystery. Having said that, in my Peko professional opinion, rare research opportunity, I'll bet I could analyze their weapons and make it so you can take advantage of their tech. I wouldn't have been able to create the weapons I gave you without your support, you know. So if I come up with anything new, I'll give you a heads up. Turn out the mole mines so you don't have to worry about them when you leave. Bye!
Great
job as always, Sam. I'm guessing you must be pretty tired. Get yourself back to the GHV Magellan and take a break.
No, I want to continue.
And tomorrow,
Stop
since
making me
no
go
one
to
talked
sleep,
to you
game.
lately, maybe the two of you could find time for a chat.
Every single time you do like 1 or 2 missions, you should have a break, Sam. No, I don't want a break. Let me keep fighting. Keep on peccoing. Bye-bye.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Bored. Alright, what do we got here? Thanks for the pizza. The pie was delicious, but it was those sides that really made my day, Pico. A concealed compartment in the bottom of the box. Pure genius. My mole mines are a great defense, but having guns is so much greater. Agreeing to join the chiral network was the least I could offer in return. I feel like you are Higgs. Because even Higgs gave you some really cool weapons. Special code. I'm waiting for your orders. If you purchase the special set, I'll even throw in a free gift. Also, here's a special code for a free pizza. Hold right. Hey, Impulsive, how you doing? Hold right to open the weapon menu, then hold L2, R2, and circle at the same time. Okay. There, I think this is what they were talking about. So if I have a gun like this equipped, hold right, and then it's L2, R2 circle. No. Did I do that wrong? She has been a bit of a nightmare. Today wasn't too bad. Yesterday, she gave me a real emotional breakdown. I really wanted to kill her. Really want to kill her. To be fair, she's been teething, so she's got 2 bottom teeth that have come out, which is nice. But you can tell there's probably more that are on the way. So, yeah, it's been a little bit tough, but overall, she's doing fine. She is doing really well. Still hasn't flipped over yet, which is frustrating, but it's all good. She's getting there. She's had her second swimming lesson on Sunday, which that went okay, except when we dunked her, or when I dunked her face into the water, and oh, she didn't like that. No. She really made sure that I was aware that no, we are done. I'm done. I want to go out. Please let me out of this massive bathtub. So yes, that was a fun day. Slowly trying to get her acquainted with it all. Well, no, what I wanted was the corpus. No, it wasn't a corpus.